What's going on, everybody? The Island Rex coming to you live with another video. I got another video for y'all. I want to talk about a conversation that's always been brought up, and that's the NBA being rigged. And I want to get right into it. As far as like the NBA being rigged, what people have to understand is that it's a business. It's a business. Like, that's what it comes down to. And this is how, like, the phone that you have, or the shoes that you have, the bed you lay on, everything comes from money. Money has to be, you have to pay money to get it. But also these companies and these corporations have to pay, dish out money to the workers, so they could put out the best product. So when you talk about the NBA, they have to do what they have to do in order to make their money. And it's the same thing, as far as like with these corporations that you work for. It's like having a job, and uh, Floyd Mayweather, for example, signed a TV deal with CBS and Showtime. He did a 6-fight deal. And this is pretty much, it gives you an idea of how things work. If you study and you watch things like that, see, from a fan perspective, you will look and you will be like, nah, because there's so much emotion. Like, this how I was when I used to watch the NFL all the time. Like, I've like lost the passion for football. I used to be a huge Cowboys fan, and Cowboys are like not doing bad. So you would think I would be like, oh, you can't be like, oh, you're not watching it because your team not winning and none of that. Nah, it's just like I'm not into it as like I was when I was younger, growing up and playing Madden. And it's just I'm not into it. I'm not passionate about it no more. And it's kind of happening like that with basketball now, because you could look at it from a different lens and you could understand that it's not like the best teams are winning. It's more so about, it is like WWE in terms of like storylines and entertainment. You seen Floyd Mayweather was on WWE, so it's just pretty much selling entertainment to the masses. And they use like storylines. I'm gonna give you an example, but I want to touch on this TV deal as far as like with Showtime. You seen that like Floyd Mayweather signed a 6-fight deal, and it's kind of like the record business. Whereas you got 200 and he made like 260 million from Showtime and CBS, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure of like the particulars of um, the contract. So they could have dished out 260 million, and they had to recoup that money, all the money that they're putting into the deal. They feel like, are we going to put 260 million? He might not get 260 million. He might get some upfront money, but the whole entire deal might be worth 260 million. So they have to recoup that money. So what happens is, he probably recouped the money with the Canelo fight, and probably recouped the money, I'm almost sure, with of course, the Manny Pacquiao fight, right? So now Showtime and CBS got their money back, and now everything, they probably got more, so because the fight did so great, they probably didn't even think the fight would do that much, but it really did. It did extreme numbers. So as far as like with the NBA, you have to realize they have TV deals with like NBC. So they have to make their money back. People, like, I had a discussion with a guy, and he's like, well, the NBA already made a lot of money and blah blah blah. The NBA this and the NBA that. They don't need to make money. Like, if they don't make money, then how do you think they're going to keep these TV deals? Like, so it would make sense. It makes sense from a business perspective to why they would put these teams inside the finals, because they have to sell it. You get what I'm saying? So it is kind of rigged in a way. So they have to sell this. So like the storyline, the first time was with the Warriors and Cavs was, what if Kyrie and Kevin Love wasn't injured, and and ESPN is a story that it's like they could sell this to the masses, to millions of people. So if you have a brain, this is just pretty much common sense, like, but common sense isn't common no more. So, but anyway, like, as far as like, if you look at ESPN, is to millions, billions of people, and it influenced the mind. If you think that stuff don't influence you, then it's crazy, because a lot of stuff that it influenced people, you know. So what can happen is they can go out and they can sell this, story to millions of people. And they've been doing it all year. If you haven't noticed, if you watch like ESPN First Take, and pretty much like Undisputed, and different and like other shows with Colin Coherd, like that's all they've been talking about. They have brought up no other team really this year. Like the Celtics been doing good this year. Other teams like teams have been doing so well, but they're not talking about them. All they're bringing up is the Cavs and the Warriors. So they pretty much, and this is how I know, like, it's just a storyline. And, like, they bring them up every single time. It's like, and what they do is um, they question the Warriors, and then they, like, kind of put LeBron with Jordan. So I'm like, okay, is it already set in stone? So and that's what made me look at it at another perspective too, because I'm like, when I'm looking at the Patriots in Atlanta, and how Tom Brady, you see how LeBron came back from a 3-1 deficit. He came back down and then came back up, and they praised it and they said, oh, this and that. So then when the Super Bowl came and the Atlanta Falcons was up, and then they blew a lead, and then Tom Brady came back, and then they praised Tom Brady. So then they have me thinking, like, okay, like, all right, is this stuff now? It starts to seem like WWE again, because it's like, all right, is this scripted? Like, what is going on? You know, so if you are a fan of a player that I'm talking about right now, and like a lot of people are just biased, so if they feel like you going against that player, then they're going to be like, oh, you're hating and blah blah blah. And then once that player like loses something, then they'll say, yeah, you're right. Like, for example, all year I've been saying the same thing about Russell Westbrook. It's like you stating the obvious, but people don't want to hear the obvious. They don't want to hear it until, it becomes, like, obvious to them. It's like they can't see it because their emotions is so attached to it. It's like they can't take that. You get what I'm saying? So, like, for Russell Westbrook, I said that the hero ball is starting to just become out of style now. It's more so about team play. And this is what I was trying to tell them about Russell Westbrook. He go one speed all day long. He's chasing triple doubles, and that's all he's trying to do. He's just trying to get triple doubles. He's not really playing defense. Like, any player could go out and just, if they focus on triple doubles, they could just not play defense and be under the rim, like Kevin Durant, or it's easy to do. You just have to stand up under the ring, under the court. I'm sorry, under the basket. And when you stand under the basket, you could just stand up under there all day, just grab rebounds and try your best to just get assists, and then get triple doubles. It's easy. You stat pad. And then once they start to see it, they everybody called me a hater all year, so I was hating on Russell Westbrook. So then once it happened in the playoffs and they seen it, now all of a sudden, now they're agreeing with what I'm saying and liking my stuff and liking my posts on Facebook and stuff and my YouTube videos. Now I'm like, I've been saying this all year. Like, now you want to agree with what I'm saying. So, like I said, once the obvious happened, and then it opened their eyes. So, like I said, man, the NBA, what they do is the storyline as far as, like, last year finals was the Warriors went 73-9, and you seen, like, Floyd Mayweather sell his fights using storylines, and that's what they do with entertainment. They use the storyline, so it is kind of rigged in a way. So they have to make their money back. They have to recoup their money, and this is why you have, like, Draymond Green probably get suspended, and then more people will tune in. They try to capitalize and get as many eyeballs as possible, so the NBC and all these people can recoup their money and get their money back. So you have a Draymond Green get suspended, and then you have more people tuning to see what happens, and as far as, like, LeBron winning, people want to see that, and it'll be more to talk about. You get what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, with this year, that's all they've been selling is the Warrior and Cavs. So I told the guy, I said, they're going to make sure the Warriors and Cavs get to the finals because you could sell a trilogy. It makes sense, business wise, and getting money. He like, no, they're making money. They're already making money anyway. If anybody that does business want to make more money. So, like I said, man, I want to say it's rigged, I'm not going as far as, like, it could be scripted or rigged. I don't know. Don't nobody know. We not like, ain't like we sitting in these meetings. So don't nobody know. But from a business perspective, we can say in a way that it's scripted, and it's pretty much, the outcome. But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, share, Subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the NBA is rigged? Do you think they're gonna rig it this year, or do you think they're gonna let them play? Because it just seemed like uh, they're doing whatever to get these teams to the finals. It's like I don't know, like they sweeping all the teams, and it's not even competitive, and on either side. I would have thought that, this is my personal opinion, I would have thought that the Cavs would struggle a lot more than they struggling now, because these teams they're not that bad, but they're bad, but they're not that bad. So it seemed more believable with the Warriors because they have like 4 All-Stars. But for the Cavs, it's like, okay, this team only can go as far as LeBron take them. So, LeBron is playing well, so we got to see how far they can, they will go. If LeBron has a bad game, then they're pretty much going to have a bad game. So, anyway, man, make sure y'all click that subscribe button, man. I'm out.